Hey guys, welcome back to AAA Farms. Stopped by the feed store on the way home from work today. Got a protein bucket and some feed we're going to put out. Got some deer corn to put in the deer feeder. Got all the way home, went and did the little egg video with the chickens and got eggs, and noticed that the chickens were out of feed. So luckily, Tractor Supply is 10 minutes away and they stay open until 8. So we ran there, got some chicken feed, made it all the way back to the house. So we're about to feed chickens, and then we're going to go unload the truck, get all the feed out of the truck, grab the tractor, go put this protein bucket out, and feed the cows, and go fill up the deer feeder. Let's get started. So we're going to be putting this Purina Start and Grow. It's only 25 pounds. We're going to put that in the chickens. We normally don't buy our feeds from Tractor Supply, but our local farm store that we go to closes at 6. So this is literally all Tractor Supply had, with the exception of the organic stuff that's like $40 for a 50-pound bag, and I just refuse to pay that. So let's go put this in there with the chickens, and we'll go tend the cow. As you can see, the chickens are ready to get their food. So we're going to get in there and give them some, and hopefully satisfy their hunger a little bit. All right, as y'all can tell, they are definitely happy to have that feed. They had feed last night. I guess they must have finished it off today. We stopped by the feed store on the way home from work, or I stopped by the feed store on the way to home from work, and completely forgot to get chicken feed. Didn't even cross my mind. Things happen. I'm going to stop by our local farm store tomorrow and grab two 50-pound bags of feed. Basically one that we can finish topping this off with, and then another bag that we'll have for when that runs out, and we can pour that, and we'll just Kanban it basically. Every time we use a 50-pound bag, we'll just refill that 50-pound bag. Let's go unload this truck and go check on these cows. All right guys, we got the chickens taken care of. We're going to go ahead and unload this truck. We got 7 50-pound bags of feed. We got 4 50-pound bags of deer corn to put in the deer feeder. And we got this 225-pound protein bucket. So let's get started. I don't know if y'all could hear that, but that door definitely needs some grease. Now that we got all those bags of feed out, we still got our 4 bags of corn, which we're going to throw on our brush hog to carry back to the deer feeder. Got this 225-pound protein bucket. We're going to scoot it over, basically so we can come in here with the forks, scoop underneath this little lip, and we'll carry that back there for the cows to eat. Before we go get in the tractor, we might as well get our bucket of feed and go ahead and throw it in the tractor with us. Hold your ears. Pretty sure I'm going to grease this gate this weekend, because that's getting pretty bad. Let's go get the tractor. It's been a very nice day out today. I think the high was like 96. I think tomorrow's high is 94 or something like that. And then straight back to 107 the next day. Throw a bucket of feed in here. Let's get this tractor started. Alright, we're on our way back. We got a protein bucket picked up. got our deer corn back here on the brush hog. We're gonna have to do a little bit of brush hogging whenever we get to the deer feeder, just clear out a little area. Then we'll throw that in there. I think it's rated for 200 pounds, but I think it only really fit 3 bags if I remember right. I got 4 bags, so we'll see. Made it back here to the cows. Go ahead and feed them, and then we'll put this protein bucket down over the weeds over there. Basically, they'll knock the weeds down, sample the weeds down, spread all the manure around that area. Hopefully improve the soil a little bit where this protein bucket is. All right, guys, we got the protein bucket put out. This is a PVM protein bucket. It's my first time ever using this one. It's a 28% protein bucket. You can see the cows, they already know what's going on. They know what's going on. Anyway, let's take this lid off. We'll let them start eating, and I'll talk while they eat. Come on, girl. You know what that is. So I normally use rangeland protein buckets. It's a 225-pound bucket. This is also a 225-pound bucket. It's $10 cheaper. My local farm store won't have rangeland in stock for the next 3 months. I have used the, I think it's Crystalix brand before. It's slightly lighter. It's a 200-pound bucket with slightly more protein than this one. I think it's a 30%, where this is a 28%. But hopefully what this is going to do, this is going to help them cows put on weight. Those who have been following the channel, we've been going through a drought in the northwest part of Louisiana for all summer now, basically. I don't think we've seen rain probably in 2-3 months. So everything's kind of dead. Been feeding hay all summer. I've been feed once a day every evening, about a 5-gallon bucket, trying to get these cows to put on a little bit of weight. This protein bucket should help, and we have some mineral blocks in those feeders over there. So, all right, let's go put corn out for the deer and go from there. So I was trying to get out of there, or get out of here before the cows try to shoot through the gate. Normally I use the feed. I'll put out hay and then feed them. And that's kind of our normal pattern. You can see they're all taking off towards that protein bucket. Anyway, one thing I want to point out that I'm pretty impressed with this bucket, this protein bucket at least, or this brand. is the fact that it has a lid. We use these rangeland protein buckets and different buckets for different things, basically flower pods, such as that. You can use them as like a water tank and everything. But since that one has a lid, which is the first protein bucket I've ever seen with a lid, we can actually store things in it. So we'll probably end up storing chicken stuff in that one. But they're all kind of piled around that protein bucket now. They'll eat it up. Probably about the time I get paid, it'd be time to get another one. It's just this drought's so bad. I'm not really able to get protein from the grass a whole lot. The hay does okay, but it won't help them put on that weight. So we'll check on them when we come back through. Let's go throw this corn in the corn feeder before it gets too dark. Go ahead and turn on our lights. This thing does have windshield wiper fluid in it, so I cleaned the window. Hopefully y'all can see a little bit better now. We're gonna run back here real quick to this deer feeder. We're gonna have to make a few passes around it to kind of clear up all this tall brush, and then we'll throw 150 to 200 pounds of corn in it. Go from there. Alright guys, we're going to do a little bit of brush hogging on the way to the feeder. Our corn looks like it's out of the way back there. Turn on the kill. Now pop it at second gear. It's pretty rough throughout here. Quickly make a little loop around this, so when it starts throwing the corn, the deer can actually see where it's at. Work as slow as we can. And put our brake on. Turn the tractor down. All right, guys, we made it up to the house. Sorry about that. The camera died. We ran out of battery life. I'm hoping to remedy that soon. I'm hoping to get a better device to record with relatively soon in the next week or so. We'll see how that pans out, and hopefully that gets rid of the whole battery issue and also the overheating. I'm not so certain on that part just because it's been so hot lately. Luckily today, I think the high was 96, 97. It's actually been pretty nice. Tomorrow, I think the high is like 92 or 94, and then the following day, which would be Thursday, it's going to be back up to like 107, so yay. Anyway, we got all 4 bags of corn put in the deer feeder, so 200 pounds of feed into the deer feeder. I went down to program it. Battery was dead, so I removed battery and I brought it up here. I got it charging with my wall plug-in. I do have a solar panel on that one and got to looking and something ripped the wires out of it. It's happened before, and I have video proof basically from my spy point camera that it was raccoons that did it. Safe to assume probably raccoons again this go around. But we went ahead, we brush hogged a little bit more around it, got everything loaded up. I went ahead and cleared all the brush from around my spy point and cleared the solar panel tree yet. So hopefully I'm going to check here in a bit on my spy point app, make sure that I got connection and all that good stuff. I plan on putting the battery back out tomorrow, and I'll go ahead and order a new solar panel to put on it probably tomorrow. If the battery doesn't charge overnight, I'll probably go ahead and order a new battery, or I might try to run by Tractor Supply or somewhere to get a new battery for it. On the way back up, we did a little bit of brush hogging on the way back up to knock out another 10-foot swath. Looked at the cows as they're coming back through. They were all huddled around that protein bucket. They really like those protein buckets, and hopefully that thing will help put some weight on them. I've been feeding them every day, and there's slight improvements. It just takes a long time to get them back up. This drought is really killing us around here. We still got 35 hay bales, 30 new ones, 5 old ones, but I'm probably going to be putting out a hay bale tomorrow or the next day. We need 33 to make it through winter, and we're not even to winter yet. There's a bunch of people that have been baling lately. I'm really hoping to get some hay bales pretty soon. Other than that, that's pretty much it, guys. One thing I do want to mention, around my neck of the woods, we had a massive forest fire. As far as I know, I believe it's 8 families lost their houses. If y'all can, just keep those families in your prayers. Thankfully, as far as I've heard so far, no casualties. And a big shout out to the first responders and firefighters from Sabine Parish, Knackers Parish, and Vernon Parish. They all came here to try to fight this fire. It's a pretty large fire. So if you guys are watching this, thank y'all for what y'all do. Other than that, y'all have a wonderful night.